Hi everyone, and welcome to our virtual Christmas show.
One COVID Christmas. I'm Calendar.
I'm David.
And we're both in sixth form at Bishop Challoner.
As you might know, we usually put on a Christmas production at this time of year, but alas, COVID has put a stop to that.
Our teachers have still been running extracurricular clubs though, even though these were put on hold 3 weeks before we were due to film this. We've still managed to put together a concert for you, which involves singing, instrumental playing, acting and dancing.
We hope the performances will bring a smile to your faces and want to thank you in advance for taking the time to watch One COVID Christmas.
La will soon deliver you. Mary, did you know that your baby boy would give sight to a blind man? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would calm the storm with his hand? Did you know that your baby boy is heaven's perfect lamb? The sleeping child you're holding is the great I am. Oh, Mary, did you know? The blind will see, the deaf will hear, the dead will live again. The lame will leap, the dumb will speak, the praises of the Lamb. Mary, did you know that your baby boy is Lord of all creation? Mary, did you know that your baby boy would one day rule the nations? Did you know that your baby boy has walked where angels trod? The sleeping child you're holding is the great I The one you used to are you, Christmas? Where are you, Christmas? Your heart with love.
Every Who down in Whoville liked Christmas a lot.
But the Grinch who lived just north of Whoville did not.
The Grinch hated Christmas the whole Christmas season.
Now please don't ask why. No
No
one quite knows the reason.
I think that the most likely reason of all
May have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
Staring down from his cave with a sour, grinchy frown.
at the warm lighted windows below in their town,
For he knew every Who down in Whoville beneath.
with now busy hanging on mistletoe wreaths.
And they're hanging their stockings.
He snarled with a sneer.
Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here.
He growled with his grinchy fingers nervously drumming.
I must find a way to stop Christmas from coming.
Tomorrow,
He knew all the Who girls and boys
Would wake bright and early,
would rush for their toys.
And then, oh the noise, oh the noise, oh the noise.
and then they'll do something like leaps abroad. All the Who's down in Whoville, tall and small,
Would stand close together
with Christmas bells ringing.
They'd stand hand in hand, and the Who's would start singing.
they'd sing and they'd sing and they'd sing.
And the more the Grinch thought of this Who Christmas thing, the more the Grinch thought.
I must stop this whole thing. Why, for 53 years I've put up with it now. I must stop this Christmas from coming. But how?
He got an idea.
An awful idea.
The Grinch got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do.
The Grinch laughed in his throat.
And he made quick Santa Claus hat and a coat, and he chuckled and clucked.
What a great Grinchy trick. With this hat and this coat, I look just like St. Nick. All I need is a reindeer.
The Grinch looked around, but since reindeer are scarce, there were none to be found.
Did that stop the old Grinch?
No, the Grinch simply said,
If I can't find a reindeer, I'll make one instead.
So he called his dog Max, and he got some red thread, and he tied a big horn at the top of his head. Then he packed up some bags and an old empty sack on a ramshackle sleigh, and he hitched up old Max
Then the Grinch said,
Get up!
and the sleigh started down.
toward the homes where the Who's lay snoozing their town. All their windows were dark, quiet snow filled the air.
all the Who's were dreaming sweet dreams without care.
When he came to the first little house on the square,
This is stop number 1.
The old Grinchy Claus hissed and climbed to the roof, empty bags in his fist.
then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch.
But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch.
He got stuck only once for a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue,
Where the little Who stockings all hung in a row.
These stockings,
He hissed.
are the first ones to go.
then he slithered and slung for the smell most unpleasant.
And around the whole room he took every present.
Then he slunk to the icebox.
And took the Who's feast.
He took the Who's pudding.
He took the roast feast.
Then he stuffed all the food up the chimney with glee. And now,
Grinned the Grinch.
I shall stuff up the tree.
The Grinch grabbed the tree and started to shove. When he heard a small sound like the coo of a dove, he turned around fast and saw a small Who.
Little Cindy Lou Who, who was not more than 2.
The Grinch had been caught by this tiny Who daughter,
Who had got out of bed for a cup of cold water.
She stared at the Grinch and said, Santa Claus, why are you taking our Christmas tree by? But she noticed old Grinch was so smart and so slick. He built up a line and stuffed up quick.
Why, my sweet little tot,
Spake Santa's old eye.
there's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. I'm taking it back to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there, then I'll bring it back here.
And his fib fooled the child, then he patted her head.
And he got her a drink and sent her to bed.
Then he did the same thing to the other Who's houses.
Leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who's mouses. It was 15:15 dawn.
All the Who's still abed.
All the Who's still a snooze when he packed up his sled.
Packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings.
The tags and the tinsel, the trimming, the trappings.
3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet.
He rode with his load to the tip-top to dump it.
Pooh-pooh to the Who.
He was Grinchishly humming.
Now they're just finding out that no Christmas is coming. I just know exactly what they're going to do. Their mouths will hang open a moment or two.
Then he did hear a sound rising over the snow. He started in low, then it started to grow. But this sound wasn't sad. Why, this sound sounded merry.
It couldn't be so, but it was merry, merry.
He stared down at Whoville.
The Grinch popped his eyes.
Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise.
Every Who down in Whoville.
The tall and the small were singing without any presents at all.
Somehow or another it came just the same. And the Grinch with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow.
Stood puzzling and puzzling.
How could it be so?
And he puzzled 3 hours till his puzzle
bought from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, is something much more.
And what happened next?
Well, in Whoville they say,
The Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day, and the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tired, he whispered his load through the bright morning light.
he brought back the toys and the food for the feast.
And he himself, the Grinch, half the roast beast.
family, friends and community, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ho, ho!